I had just completed my 12th in March 2022. And after that in June, July, I decided to take on the exam, the FRM level 1.
क्या thought process था कि मुझे immediately क्यों देना था exam? वो clarity थी, वो क्यों थी?
So these kind of courses are more of an overview into the industry. So if you get the understanding of it during the initial stages of your career or the graduation.
In lot of content in FRM or CFA requires you to have some working knowledge in the sense that they're talking about risk culture, they're talking about culture of the organization, which you have not seen. So how did you manage that?
So these theory subjects are a bit difficult to grasp because you need practical understanding of it. Because just reading won't give you an overview. So when I'm doing my internship right now, it is more into investment banking and risk. So you get the understanding of how you put that theory into practical, how you frame the risk budgeting for the firms. So that helps me into this internship also.
Any specific challenge that you faced during the entire preparation journey for all the 3 exams? If you have any specific challenge that you can highlight.
The schedule is obviously a bit stressful.
तो ये internship का जो interview भी हुआ था, उसमें चंद्रिक क्या questions पूछे थे उन्होंने आपको? Hello guys, hi, this is Ganesh Nayak and today I have with me one of my students who has been able to clear FRM level 1, level 2 and CFA level 1 and he's still in college. So we are trying to understand with him what was his thought process, how did he manage to clear these exams, okay, and how he feel is going to be helpful that this entire certification in his career. So Manmohan, first of all, thank you very much for taking out time. For the benefit of the audience, if you can tell कि आपने exam कब दिया, level 1 कब दिया, level 2 कब दिया, CFA level 1 कब दिया, और आप कॉलेज में आपका फर्स्ट ईयर कब स्टार्ट?
So hi sir, first of all thank you for having me over. I gave my FRM level 1 in November 2022. Then I gave my FRM level 2 in November 2023 and I recently gave my CFA level 1 in August 2024.
Okay. So when you were giving the level 1 in November 2022, what was your status? What were you doing?
I had just completed my 12th in March 2022. And after that in June, July, I decided to take on the exam, the FRM level 1. I spoke to you and you guided me through it. I joined you in July and that's when I started my prep for FRM level 1.
In fact, I was not aware that you had just given 12 at that point in time. And when the result came in, when we spoke, then I realized that. So I know we have already covered this in one of the interviews, but just for the audience, कि क्या thought process था कि मुझे immediately क्यों देना था exam? वो clarity थी, वो क्यों थी?
So these kind of courses are more of an overview into the industry. So if you get the understanding of it during the initial stages of your career or the graduation, it can help you in getting better jobs or opportunities ahead. So I wanted to give CFA level 1 before, but then there were restrictions on the level 2 appearances. That was in the later, if you can only give in the last year of your graduation. So I took up FRM level 1 at that time. It was more convenient for me because I wanted to learn more about risk also. So that specific course interested me. The curriculum is pretty good. So you can get a broader understanding of the finance as well as risk.
You had any background of statistics? कुछ background था?
No, we had statistics in our higher studies, like in 11th and 12th, just that, not much.
Okay, but you had inclination towards stats?
Yes.
Okay. And then you took a entire 1 year ka gap, that means
for level
from
2.
November 2022 to 2023, you prepared for level 2.
Yes.
Okay. How was that journey? What broadly happened during that period?
So after level 1, I was a bit exhausted because I have just completed my 12th and giving the level 1. So I took that break for some time. Then I again started for the level 2 prep, FRM level 2 in Feb 2023. And I joined you in later of the Feb.
Right.
I watched the lectures, I learned everything. Took me some time because FRM level 2 is theory intensive.
Slightly higher also.
And that is it is quite difficult for level 2. So I took my time. The subjects were intensive and very, very detailed. So I needed that time, the 6 or 7 months period.
Okay. And then you, once your level 2 is done, your result came in January.
Yes.
And you decided I want to go for CFA level 2 also, CFA level 1 also.
Yes.
Then you went for the exam in August. You cleared the exam August 2024.
Yes.
How different was your preparation for FRM and CFA?
Giving CFA after FRM is a bit easier for me, I would say personally.
Hmm.
FRM was quite difficult. The level 2 is quite difficult, I would say. The level 1 was easier because it is more of a overview types into the whole finance and risk perspective. The level 2 is quite difficult, so it took me time. And CFA level 1, I saw the curriculum and most of the subjects overlap. So I was thinking that, okay, CFA level 1 would be easier to do now.
Okay. And in a lot of content in FRM or CFA requires you to have some working knowledge, in the sense
Yes.
that they're talking about risk culture, they're talking about culture of the organization, which you have not seen. So how did you manage that?
So these theory subjects are a bit difficult to grasp because you need practical understanding of it. Because just reading won't give you an overview. So when I'm doing my internship right now, it is more into investment banking and risk. So you get the understanding of how you put that theory into practical, how you frame the risk budgeting for the firms. So that helps me into this internship also.
And with respect to the time allocation for the overall exam, was FRM more intensive in time in terms of the preparation that you gave as compared to CFA?
I would say that level 2 is quite difficult for FRM level 2. CFA level 1 was quite easier because I had the background. CFA level 2 is also intensive. I saw the curriculum. I know the case studies are lengthy and the subjects are too lengthy. So CFA level 2 will also need a more similar time like FRM level 2.
Right.
But the level 1 is doable in more 6 months or 6.5 months.
Okay. And when you were giving all of these exams, what were your batchmates or friends doing? They were giving some other exam like CA, ICC. What was happening in your batch?
So most of the people in my batch take up CA. I was not into more of the accounting side. So I took up the finance and the risk perspective. And most of the people go for ACCA also. CFA level 1, people give in their second or third year. They prefer to take their time to understand what they want to do.
Right.
And so I have seen most of the people giving CFA level 1 right now in their third year and second year.
Okay, interesting. Any specific challenge that you faced during the entire preparation journey for all the 3 exams? If you have any specific challenge that you can highlight.
The schedule is obviously a bit stressful. So when you're giving such professional exams, you need a link. After level 1, you plan for level 2 immediately. You want to keep the flow going. So वो flow ही actually stressful था because I completed my level 1 and gave level 2, then this CFA. So structuring that, if you have your schedule aligned,
right,
that will help you.
Okay. This point is also applicable to a lot of working people because उनको भी time manage करके देना है. एक और interesting point जो आपने बोला कि level 1 के बाद immediately level 2 देना है because when the flow is maintained,
right,
आपको पढ़ाई करना बहुत easy हो जाता है, आपको exam clear करना easy हो जाता है.
Yes.
The moment you start taking a gap, तो फिर
आप lose the
connect नहीं कर पाओगे बहुत सारी चीजें. So wonderful. I think so this conversation will be helpful for a lot of your college students कि college के time पे exam देना चाहिए कि नहीं देना चाहिए. एक वो query और आपने से बताया कि आपको time focus करना चाहिए कि time आप कब दे सकते हो because आपको college भी manage करना है, पढ़ाई भी करनी है and all of that. And एक decision जो आपने लिया था कि मैं CFA level 1 बाद में दूंगा.
Yes.
This is the restriction that you had initially. Because I was also amazed when I was talking to you for the first time. जब हमने बात किया था कि आपको immediately first year में क्यों देना है?
Yes.
Right? Because बहुत सारे students को clarity नहीं होती.
Right.
They think कि मैं second year में दूंगा, third year में दूंगा. Now one benefit that I realized कि आप third year में निकल चुके हो और आपके पास एक पूरा कोर्स खत्म हो चुका है. CFA level 1 भी हो गया, mostly अभी CFA level 2 भी आप निकाल लो.
Yes, hopefully.
तो वो पूरा आपका एक पूरा learning curve कट हो जाता है. आप सीधा corporate जाते हो and बहुत सारी चीजें आपको basics पूरे पता है.
Right.
तो जैसे आपका internship भी लग गया.
हाँ.
Right? और internship भी अच्छे core profile में लग गया. So that also because companies also see how much effort you are putting in to, if you want a good role, how much effort you are putting in terms of giving these exams or understanding the basics.
And for such roles, like these courses help you get shortlisted. If you have these courses on your resume or CV, people prefer selecting such people like CFA level 1, FRM level 1. So having these courses besides you help you a lot getting shortlisted for internships or job roles.
तो ये internship का जो interview भी हुआ था,
right,
उसमें जनरली क्या questions पूछे थे उन्होंने?
So first we had 3 tasks, an Excel, the deck we have to prepare for the investors, and then they have an overview of the what you have written. Like if you are doing CFA level 1, they ask you technical questions on it, like explain a DCF model or how the cash flow statement goes. So you have to have the understanding. If you are doing level 1, you will have the understanding, you can answer it better. So they expect you to know all of this, because this is then practically applied during the internship or your jobs.
Okay. Interesting. Wonderful. Thank you, Manmohan. Thank you for taking out time and talking to us today. बहुत help होगा all the students who are there right now in college and planning to take up these global courses in the future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.